Yep, yep, yep. What it do out there? What it do? What it do? Check it out. Look. Woo. I got so much stuff to, you know what I'm saying, I want to relay, you know. A relay for real, for real. Because, you know, information has been received, you know, downloading. I know you have too, because that's what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? We eating correctly, light. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna continue to receive universal, cosmic energies and frequencies, because that's what we're eating. All right. However, there has been some updates on our situation, and I'm just relaying what was relayed to me, because that's what we do as a frequency. You know, that's what we do as light. We carry information from one place to another in light speed. They say at God speed. Well, see, they always say that the carbonating beings are late for everything. See, we move at our own time, because time does not exist. Time is something that actually they set up in a framework and let you think that it's 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock rock, 5 o'clock, and all that goofy shit, right? And that's what it means to you. But that's not what it means to the God. Okay? Time is the structure of energy relations. Is the structure of energy relations according to the position of the sun, the outside projected sun, letting you know how the inside Atum Ra is moving in your system. Meaning what you have as the horoscope is actually for a daily, or not within that zone. I'm going to say daily for now. I don't want to lose you. So anyway, in that zone in which you have conformed to in time, you need to look at the horoscope, okay? The cycle, you know, all right, of energies that they tell you is in encapsulation in a year. Okay? And the year throws you completely off of the day. Okay? And the day represents all years. Because there is no other but right here. And it'll be right here tomorrow. What you call tomorrow, tomorrow never comes. Come on. You know? Anyway, you use those energies. Those energies have to be in association with the same cosmic frequencies that is going on. Just set it right there. Set it right there. Right there. All right. Thank you. It has to be an association throughout the day. Like, for instance, real quick, I said this in another video, I will be saying it in this one. For the simple fact, if we look over here, excuse me, hold on. If we look over here at the zodiac, all right, you'll see that, you know, you familiar. But this is 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Now look at it again and associate what you should be doing in the day and what and where your energy is coming from. All right? What metals is going on? What calcium fluoride is doing at 1 o'clock in your body? What ruby, what color is associated with that at that time? All right? Now you know this is 360 degrees, but it's one cycle in a clock. So it's another clock, because this can only go to 12. Right? But it's 24 in a day. Right? Now where is it? It's the energy polarity of each one of these flipping. Like this, the energy is changing. So you have a positive as well as a negative only at a certain zone in that reference that you call time, but it's real time. All right? Okay? And You are unaware of it. All right, now, hold on. Where did you go? What the fuck happened? Oh. Okay. Anyway, this is what's going on, y'all. All right. I'm gonna talk to y'all twice. One moment. Okay. Check this out. The energy nevertheless, I guess not. The energy, let me take that off before y'all think I'm pulling your power or something stupid shit. Anyway, where was I at? The energy that you are, energy. And the time association is completely got you discombobulated, deranged, and, you know, fully entertained in some zone where you have no idea what the fuck's going on. You know what I'm saying? You know, and this what that brother say? He said, sit your human ass down. You know nothing. And I'm talking to all of us. Because, you know what I'm saying, it's not what we know. Because it's going to always change. And when I mean know, I mean by book knowledge. Book knowledge is not necessary for us. That only reveals the intellect part of what you are familiar with. What we deal with as carbonated beings, we deal with what we know. See, we see everything and we know everything. Do not follow anything because you are being led down a path where you will release yourself into something that has programmed your ass and you have no knowledge of. Nevertheless, all right, why do you go to sleep and then say you don't sleep? Why do you hear that they tell you about melanin is secreted through the serotonin? You know, let me do this right. That serotonin is secreted from the pineal gland, right? Bringing forth that burst of insight and cosmic connection while you're sleeping through these energy hours of the day where it's most prevalent. So it comes in through Cancer and Leo and Virgo, okay? It comes in water, fire, and earth. It comes in a cardinal direction, a fixed direction, and a mutable direction, all right, at that time. Powerful. But at that time, you have been programmed to believe that you need to sleep at that time. Okay, remember, it's a reversal. In real time, it's a reversal. The avatar has received some information. And if I received it, you received it. Do what you will with it. Nevertheless, I've been up a few, you know, like 5 days in this time zone when the energy is, you know what I'm saying, bringing high force energy as if the sun has actually reached the zenith over your ass, but it's night. But the energy and the polarity may have a connection, but your ass is in the bed. Nevertheless, the reason why I stumbled upon this was because I have been working a lot with thought, trying to comprehend these carrier waves that I want to project for us. You understand, this is the avatar. Sure, it's incomplete though. It don't have my arm patches, you know what I'm saying? I'll show you the back. You might can see it. This is the back. This is basically the same thing. Basically, you hear it. Nevertheless, these thought patterns, you know, I'll explain this shirt to you one day. Nevertheless, okay, so I've been up, you know, going to sleep at 7 in the morning. 8 in the morning sometimes. You know what I mean? I call it my design mode. When I'm in design mode, time, as you call it, does not exist. Okay? Because I'm not programmed with their schedules. And see, the thing is, if you are playing a game, which everyone believes it is, then your rule or player handbook has an author, and it's not you. Nevertheless, anyway, however, it is a lot of things that I have discovered staying up. One thing is my energy be supremely high when the melatonin is flowing. They say, youngsters get, silly and start, you start talking, so what's the name? Well, that's undirected potential. Undirected because the avatar was not projecting any direction. And then if you are unconscious, so-called, when you go to your sleep mode, when you put a computer in sleep mode, what does it do? I mean, there is no direction except go to sleep. See, you talk about sleep and shit. That's what the hypnotists say. You are getting sleepy. You know what I'm saying? Why you use sleep? If they gonna hypnotize with your ass and you gonna lay down and say, I'm finna go to sleep. Really? Where you going? Where that hypnotist tell your ass to go. Nevertheless, and your melanin goes within, but some kind of way, with direction, put it like that, with direction, your melanin can increase your thought pattern and your waves. And the higher frequency it will increase you. It was like an update. You're getting an update. You're getting an update. But you went to sleep mode, so you didn't receive the update. The update comes up in a dream, but that's what you think it is because your dumb ass was asleep. Now, I had wrote down some things that I wanted to get to. But for some reason, I closed this book and I shouldn't have. See, a lot of times I guess we do close books on stuff, and we shouldn't. Because, oh man, if I just jump into this, y'all ain't gonna like it. You're not gonna like it, buddy. I'm not calling no one buddy. I take that back. I was just trying to be humor, but sometimes humor can override respect. That's a concoction that the wizard made. See, a lot of people say you shouldn't drink coffee. I'll tell people that too. But nevertheless, it's not a shouldn't that exists. I know not one. But I'm not saying that all should be included into just indulgement. That is coffee along with Negro, black tea, along with a sprinkle of fresh spearmint for a evaluation and a laboratory experiment with I am the laboratory. And that's that. I am God. I am. There is no God beside me. And there is no God beside you. And we all are one. But you must do what you do. Get instructions from all. But you make the conclusion. Where are you in this book? Really, I shall close the book. Now, all right. Whew. There is a lot of things that have been, and what's so, what's so agreeable with what has come down or went up, is that there is a force here that doesn't really. No. Let me erase that chalkboard. You heard? Erase all that quickly, right? Now, there is a reason why we think how we think as a collective, all right? But, no buts. However, what is actually happening is we have attached to all this material, all this so-called reality before you in some type of manner. In some type of manner, we have connected to this. We have been magnetized, hypnotized into something physical. When the writing on the so-called Egyptian Kemetic, whatever, they say the birthplace of civilization. I check that again. You know what I'm saying? Silver, what does silver mean? What does it mean? Look it up. Explain to yourself. I go forward. Now, in that place, what did they do? They thought and knew about afterlife. They concentrated, meditated, and created their own afterlife because they knew that they were trapped here. They were trapped here, okay, due to the consciousness. But how did they get here? They got here because the same reason they make plasma TVs. They made a plasma TV. It deals with plasma. Okay? Its atoms is the same as the plasma in you. That's why it can affect you. That's why the so-called intellectual, so-called conscious brother, so-called esoteric brother, or occult brother would tell you, yeah, the plasma TVs would fuck up your plasma and your melanin. Well, see, that plasma also surrounds this so-called orb called Earth. It's all connected. So if you present plasma and you affect it here, you affect it there, and you affecting you. See, they say the so-called universe is the macrocosm and the so-called man is the microcosm, but that's not totally true because it is something smaller than you. So it got to go all the way down to the bottom, which would make it the atom. The atom is the microcosm. Not you, not me, not us, but atom. Atom is the microcosm. And everything else at the top, toward, is the microcosms. Or the macrocosms. You got it. Nevertheless, so when we're talking about knowing self, we got to go to atom. Now, self is the atom, is the electron, the proton, and the neutron. The zones in which they, and what can be excited, the electrons, the negative electrons, all right? They can change the whole structure of the whole get-up. But if your negative electrons are caught up in the frequencies, okay, which we are, being an atom, then we have tuned ourselves into something we are trying to get away from. That's why the so-called Egyptians studied getting up out of this beach. So whatever your mind is telling you about getting in tune with nature, you are getting in tune with staying your ass and bringing your back here. Because see, yes, I too used to say that. Get in tune with nature. You turning your frequencies to tune in to coming back to this world. You can't leave this world if you tuned into this world, or am I wrong? If I am, you tell me, leave a comment. I may be in error, but until then, let's proceed. Now, if we are light beings, how can we even say we are light beings, come from Sirius C, anything of that nature, and then say we are aboriginal and indigenous to the planet. But gods know we created the planet. So how can we be aboriginal and indigenous to something that we created? Am I wrong? Leave a comment. I would like to hear your suggestions. Okay? Because this is not intellect that I'm using. See, this is knowing. This is what we know. You don't have to use book knowledge, intellect, because intellect refers to the knowledge in which one has. And if you don't have a lot of knowledge, then he has no intellect. So even the so-called Egyptians, once again, did not use their intellect. Because intellect meant trying to evaluate shit. We came in as knowers. You know why? Because we are the highest beings. We are being trapped here. Light beams of light can be trapped in that TV. That monitor. Light beams are being trapped. That's why you see me. They're being trapped through a circuit. We are all trapped in the circuit. The melanin they put in what? Eyeglasses, UV, they got UV blockers. That all connects with UV. You are atom. You are electron, proton, neutron. You have the ability to change the whole fucking thing because you have the ability to have organs that's connected to the atoms. Being the ether. That's why they want you to sleep between the hours where summer, check this out, or in between the hours of the highest rays that's coming. Basically, they want you in bed by 10. That's what following their programs, right? Following their programs on TV and mentally. Suggestion when you do something, just like them signs they put up. Burger King, McDonald's. These are electrical impulses stimulating your electrical atom, not your beam. It's electric. It's electric. All that shit. Where was you at with it? Let's get to it. You are supposed to be trying to leave here. See, the melanin that's in you, the melanin they put in everything else, is a spirit. The plasma that you donate, it goes into, it's a spirit. The things that they tell you they're making with it, it's your spirit in that. And it's trying to get out. Because you can't be a slave. See, we have enslaved our mind to conceive more slavery. This is some powerful shit, and I'm not going to stop. I'm going to continue to bring it. And if this ain't ether, then show me what ether is and continue so we can burn it up. You heard? Turn it up, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All avatars. Avatars. Just let it be known. You understand? What is that avatar? What the hell is avatar? You seen the movie? Nevertheless, that means you was not the movie. Check it out. I don't even have to reach into that world or realm. But you kind of circuit connect, right? Okay, check this out. Anyway, nevertheless, man. Whew. I like the experiment in there, man. Y'all ought to try it. No matter what, you know what I'm saying? Wherever you might want to put some sugar, don't do it. Just get you some spearmint, you can get it from a Mexican store or Walmart or something in the Mexican aisle or something like that. And go in that Mexican store, man, and get y'all some of them paddles of cactus, man, and chop that up in your shit, man. It's like $3 for a pound, and a pound is like 6 damn paddles, be like this big. You know what I'm saying? $3, man, $3.99, something like that there. Try that, cut that up in your stuff, man. And another thing about them smoothies, real quick, the so-called smoothies. See, that was the program, right? They always talking about juicing and smoothies. You know what I'm saying? And cut it all up and get it down to the cellular level. And all that type of shit, right? I was like, yeah. And I'm a smoothie. I mean, fuck the names, man. If I could just not talk, I wouldn't. but you wouldn't pick up the frequency. So I must use this type of transmission for now. But nevertheless, anyway, yeah, chop it up and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And break it down to the cellular level. It makes sense because it's logical. See, you stay in that logical frame, motherfucker. You miss your shit because our so-called ancestors, and I can't really say ancestors because what the fuck is an ancestor when we talk about the atoms? You know what I'm saying? You caught into a physical motherfucking realm already just by thinking ancestors. You understand what I'm saying? No, you don't. Yes, you do. I don't. You do. I do. And you don't. We do. Check this out. Nevertheless, we do what we do. We come through. We come through. And stop being afraid. You know, you're worried about what you want to do. What was I talking about? You can't help me. Right. Stop being afraid. Alright? You want to know what to do? If you are more and you know that you know how to speak in court, don't fucking, when you go to court, that's what you're supposed to do. Stand, motherfucker. The energies are trying to break free. You scared. Come into your true reality, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, or shut the fuck up. Nevertheless, and I say that only because, you know what I'm saying, you still stuck in that bullshit. You know, and if you stuck in that bullshit, then bring the frequency on the bullshit level, but bring the ether, nigga. Or niggeress, God, goddesses, gorillas, goons, not Ogun, but a goon. God damn. You know what I'm saying? Come on. You more or moron? You on your own? Are you building, man? Do you know how much energy you get from not even having a job for this motherfucker, man? Running his motherfucking plantation well. Slave. That's the gun line, boss ass niggas. Man, look. It doesn't take much, man. I know you love to do something. Right? Well, then jump on the plantation, man. For as long as it takes and jump straight the fuck up off of it. You know? Commit yourself to yourself. Make your shit. It's simple, man. It's a whole different download you get, man. Time doesn't exist, man. I got to ask people, what day is it? And all that shit. I mean, for real, I'm from the future. What? Damn. It's May already? I had no idea. What the fuck them programs is giving you no more. Because, hey y'all, to all, just read. I had much to say, man, but at this moment, I got to come back to you because I couldn't do too much more according to your time, because the frequencies are getting in a manner which finna make me do something else, which I'm committed to. Therefore, don't get trapped in nothing. That's what the frequency's saying. Because the frequency got chaotic motherfucking, dramatrical changes, man. You know, when you think a motherfucker losing his mind, god damn, that's what the program teaching you. That's what the damn cookies and shit and them TVs and all them UV reflectors is giving you. The avatar knows better, but you haven't given the avatar a chance to let you know better because you think it's all in the mind. You think you only motherfucking need your intellect. Really? Really? Okay, intellectual motherfucker, check this out. You was on the right hand of God somewhere in the sky, and you came here, but you came here to find him now. Right? Intellectual ass nigga. Right. Okay. You created the planets because you are the atom. Right? You created the planets because you are the atom. You are the highest supreme being upon the planet. Why? Because you are the carbonated being. That's not a racist statement. White man can't be without thee. But nevertheless, it is our whole goddamn what is it? It is our own a whole damn demonstration, man. Nobody has control over you except you. When did you fucking forget that one? No one. But here is the message. We are a higher frequency that need to become out of the physical. It's been told to you, move up out of the physical. You know you're supposed to go, even in your ridiculous ass 3D conversational ass counseling, that motherfucking counsel of whatever that Bible in the back, they counsel in the sea of whatever the fuck you put up in your head, man. All right, up in there, should have told you a long time ago that Negro, the fuck is you doing, man? But even so, you think you're gonna die, right? That's that program, right? But the Egyptians was thinking past that. But hold up, you know you can't take nothing with you, but that ain't the point. But hold on, still yet, but still. If you gonna leave this motherfucker, right? How can you pick not to enjoy while you here for yourself? You want to work for another motherfucker until you die. How goofy is that? You don't want to go to college and learn something, some of their shit, and tack it into your vision. See, you got their vision on your mind. You don't have your vision on your mind. Go to college, get the money, okay? Proceed and advance in the schooling you need. You know, computer information technology specialist with concentration in web design. All right, boom. That's what I did. Took the money and created my motherfucking vision. Right now, I can see myself doing something. See, I bought a lot of shit for other people to help rappers, but this is when I was in the 3D shit. This is when I couldn't see self in the totality in which it existed. But I wanted to help others. Nevertheless, I couldn't help myself. But I found myself trying to help others. And then I turned the doors, I shut the temple down and said, all you motherfuckers are out of the temple. So therefore, hieroglyphic communications became a platform to speak to self. And those, like it said in the Quran, Allah, right? We know that Allah is the arm, leg, arm, and head. It says Allah only helps those who help themselves. Am I supposed to have some mercy, or not mercy? Am I supposed to have some sympathy for those who don't want to help themselves? Am I? Being Allah, acting as vicegerent? If you want sympathy, you will find it in the dictionary. It should be somewhere between shit and sorry. But nevertheless, the avatar was not programmed that way. He was. But original program is recovery. You know, every computer or every electronic so-called expensive piece of equipment has a black box. Recover your black box. Black ass nigga. Naga. Nope, none of them. No. See? Every time we say we are Naga, you associate the energy accepting the frequency that's tuning in to this planet. You will not come out of this planet. You will not come nothing but back to this motherfucker. And then if you give up and don't know what's finna happen within this motherfucker, if you knew what we must do to this motherfucker, okay, you would want to be up out this motherfucker. How do you think that there's pyramids on Mars? Ancient civilizations, they said left. How did they leave? And then the other ones behind them find pyramids on places they can't reach. They trying to reach it through technology. You know, electronics. You are the electron. They copying you. They are the artificial being. You taking information from not a reality, okay? It is an artificial reality, just like the fruit with no seeds, just like the people with no souls, just like the people that don't know. You heard? See, you use intellect when you already know. They got you locked and controlled into a frequency that they are used to, for the simple fact we have a higher self and a lower self. The manifestation manifested in flesh for both, and that is the two poles, the white and the black. Do not get controlled. Do not get confused, nor do you get controlled. All right. It is rather simple, yet hard to explain because our people never use words. We knew. Anew. Be us. Anew. Coming forth by day. Anew. A new thing. But it be us. Anew. Be us. Coming forth by day. Who are you? I am. Don't say shit else. Nothing. Grab a hold of nothing. The so-called Egyptian says it was 13 feathers that must be relinquished, not kept, motherfucker. See, they knew to hey, listen, we created this motherfucker, not to just stay here forever, motherfucker. We created through the atom, then we came into the highest form to do whatever it was we felt we wanted to do because it was our vision, just as you working for yourself and you can see what you want to do. Like I said, I wanted to help others, but I end up making it a platform to help others in a different range and a higher frequencies. See, when I was in the low frequencies, even to help the rappers was a high frequency within that low part of the spectrum or quadrant. All right. So therefore, when it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, it was a higher purpose, and the higher purpose was to get here to you, that it could be right here with me, so I could turn it on, and we all could see once again memories. The electron, the negative electron holds the memory. That's the acoustic records. That's the acoustic records. You know, motherfucker. Stop. Put the book down, motherfucker. I don't care whose name on it. Elijah Muhammad. What prophet? When I look back in history, all prophets was given permission by a Jew. So fuck you. Fuck is you talking about? Yeah, the Jew is the what? I heard somebody say the Jewish European warlock. I don't give a fuck. See, I'm not trapped in that bullshit. You make his ass into a warlock, but you can't deal with the warlock. Y'all talk about these spells and shit, but you forget spells can be reversed. Spells can be reversed. Why you motherfuckers ain't told nobody how to reverse a spell, motherfucker? And I ain't talking about the wicked white motherfucker people. Up on these Western, they might be, because I don't watch them, but I ain't never seen one of no occult brothers talking about reversing the spell. You know what I'm saying? Reverse the spell, goddammit. You running from the motherfucking magic. Ain't no magic but you. How you running from some motherfucker that ain't got your capabilities? Turn around and whoop his ass. Show up in his court, if you so please, and stay within your proper person. You know this. They're not going to be able to deal with you. Handle that. Handle that mortgage the right way. Make them prove who the fuck they say they is. You know what I mean? A letter, a writ of request and discovery, not settlement, request, a writ. Get on RV Publications and see what I'm talking about. Stand in your proper person. Let your driver's license expire, motherfucker. Why do you have an ID anyway? You must be doing something in order for them to stop you and ask for your ID. Start telling these motherfuckers, officer, why are you stopping me? You was driving too close to that car. Sir, no one is harmed by whatever you just said, sir. What do you mean? Why am I are you jailing me? Are you finna haul me off somewhere? Well, then can I go? Am I being arrested? No, I want to see your driver's license and your ID or whatever. And no, your law states I have the only reason you can ask me to present an identification is if a crime has been committed or in the process of a crime or a criminal act. That was not a criminal act, sir. What is your name? I need to be somewhere. May I go now? Oh no, not may I go. I'm about to go now. Is any other things you would like to tell me? All right, sir. And then when you do this, only have your window open about that damn much. And your door is locked. They said question authority. Well, what frequency sent that at your ass? And why you not doing it? Because you scared. You eat too much motherfucking chicken. You ain't the avatar. You are the avatar. But you ain't the avatar. You are the, but you ain't the, but you are everything. You're just scared, man. How you gonna break free out the prison? See, you think people that's sitting in them blocks of stone houses and shit and warehouses and shit, okay? You think they're in prison. God damn it, the planet is a prison for light or any consciousness because it's trapped. I'm trapped there telling you what the fuck you listening to. And everything that's in there, the plasma, the radiation, the electronics that's incorporated in what the fuck you saying is affecting all this shit. But because my frequency is high, we control that frequency. I understand this. So get up off of that talking that goofy shit and try to grow and receive the updates that the avatar is going to receive by eating proper. And when I say proper, you may experiment here and there, but do not eat meat. If you want to, do it, but be sure of your actions. See, karma, the shit, so-called karma is you just receive what it is. You will have no karma. Look, how you going to get karma back from eating apples, pears, bananas, greens, kale, spinach? Where's your karma coming from? Huh? So when you go eat these meats, dead energy, right? Spirits that had oversouls, connect them to your enzymes, you get the karma. You get the karma from it. You get the diabetes, you get the heart attacks, you get the strokes, you get the headaches. You get the headaches because why is the cow soul and spirit and all that bullshit you've been programmed to? I'm not even saying that shit exists. I'm saying that you've been programmed so your central processing unit is confused on through the intellect because of the knowledge that they have projected into your goddamn frontal lobe by. And now we interrupt this broadcast from a word from our sponsors in your freaking kingdom. Goofy. Nevertheless, man, it will be more. I am, because we are and always will be, and we must. That's what? Yes, sir. Level jump. Quantum physics.